Hello, 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 and happy full moon to all of my Aquarius. Yes, full moon in Libra is on the 16th of the month, so I'm putting this video up early because it is already the 16th somewhere. Haha. All right, Aquarius, let's get right into it. So again, happy full moon in Libra to each and every one of you powerhouses, water bearers, Aquarius, the I know sign. Let's get into it. The energy has already been cleared, Aquarius, so let's go. This is for my Aquarius sun, moon, rising, Venus, south north node, and anywhere Aquarius is in your chart for my cross watchers. If you have Aquarius anywhere in your chart, please, please, please check it out to see what resonates with you in this reading. Let's go. You all know by now that the Monday through Friday readings are shorter. Sundays are the longer readings, okay? All right. Thanks for hanging in there with us. Let's go. Let's see what these cards have to say. That full moon in Libra really is about renegotiating relationships and forging new ones with the goal of moving towards harmony and balance, okay, in the relationship dynamic, as well as creating more beauty in the world as a team or partnership, right? So a lot of you all are renegotiating relationships. Very nice. Very, very nice, Aquarius. Very nice. Okay. Some things are going to happen for you all pretty quickly, right? We have a Tower card right here, and we have the Judgment card, right? So here's the thing. So the Tower card for you all lets me know that you all are divinely protected in this place of vulnerability. There's some things, because you all are fixed signs and you all have been trying to balance out your own scales. Remember, we're just coming off of that first quarter moon in Cancer. So there's some pretty strong feelers out there because Cancer is ruled by the moon. The moon is aligned to everyone's feelings, subconscious habits, moods, emotions, intuition, and your intuition is striking like lightning, like a lightning bolt, right? Some of you all are, and this is what you're headed towards. This is the end goal for you all, legacy wealth, right? So be very careful about what legacy you want to leave behind to your kids, or if you don't have kids, to the kids in the community or your community and the world at large, right? So some of you all will be meeting your business partner, and some of you all will be meeting your business and or romantic partner where you all are creating legacy together, right? But again, everybody's happy, big money is involved, lots of smiles, lots of wisdom is involved, right? So be careful about what you're leaving behind because your intuition is extremely heightened right now, and it's all centered around the things that you're passionate about. So if you're passionate about buying new property, say it, speak it into existence. If you're passionate about, opening up some kind of a center or something that's going to help the community in any way, shape, form, or fashion, or teaching, or whatever it is that you're passionate about, I see you at a higher frequency, Aquarius. And what's interesting is that everybody's intuition is so heightened right now. And because there is this pull on for everybody to balance out their scales of justice, here's some practices that you all can do, and I want you all to try to write these down. You want to schedule some time with a friend. As a matter of fact, I did this with one of my friends today before I put up these readings. And it doesn't have to be a romantic friend. It doesn't have to, but somebody that you consider as a friend, right? First of all, you have to have a clear definition of what a friend is, right? And you want to let that person know how they nourish you, how they inspire you or support you, your life work. You want to start with something like, I am grateful for. So, hi, friend. The person knows exactly who I'm talking to. And let them know it doesn't have to be a certain number, but it's always nice because you all are givers. Remember, you all are very open-minded. You all are humanitarians. You all are creative, free-spirited, intellectual, progressive, original, independent, unique, friendly, very powerful, smart sign, water bearers you all are. And you all are so busy, like pouring your water as a water bearer, that emotion, that wisdom and knowledge all over the world, making sure everybody else thirst is quenched. When do you all receive? And so right now is a time that you put those feelers out through the first quarter moon in Cancer, because Cancer is the I feel sign, right? And so with all of those feelers you've been getting, some of you all know exactly who the snakes were, right? Who have bitten you, right? But I don't want to put a negative spin on the snakes, because karma has already taken care of that. They already took care of it themselves the moment they talked about you like a dog. It could be a Scorpio or Aries or somebody that talked about you like a dog, right? But at a higher frequency, you may have been really thinking about somebody you hadn't thought about in a long time. Things are not going well for them at all. They're not. They're going through a really, really rough tower moment. So you are not going to get hit by the debris. You continue raising your frequency and staying very positive. Like I said, your energy is so, your intuition is so strong right now, Aquarius. You already know. When you think about certain people, you're like, Even as big as my heart is, there's some relationships, it just drags me down. They don't have anything to talk about. The relationship is unequally yoked. So you're not interested in unequally yoked relationships. So again, that snake bite for you all, some of you all, it could have been something as simple as anything, whatever you can think of. It doesn't have to be a big snake bite. Some of it was more intense, because you had to have that Kundalini experience, or else you wouldn't have been jolted out of keep giving and giving and giving, like a person who couldn't stop themselves from giving in love, giving your emotions, and loving too deep, loving too hard. Like, I got to help this person. I got to do this. And you had to be bitten by some snakes in order for you to stop, right? Which made somebody, their pool of tears was just as deep as this ocean, crying and crying and crying until you became drained. But somebody, like I said, encountered some snakes, and that was your Kundalini experience to say, okay, this is a rebirth for me. This was a rebirth for me. So as tender as my emotions are right now, I got to start listening to my intuition, because I don't want to get bitten by snakes anymore. So somebody is actually this time grateful for snakes being in their lives. They're like, okay, I see the snake coming. My intuition is extremely heightened. Let me get the heck out of the way. Right? Get as far away from that thing. You're operating in childlike faith again, Aquarius. You're coming back to pure consciousness is how you came into this realm. So a lot of you all are grateful for that. And it's just that innocence of removing yourself from a lot of snake energies, constantly people being sarcastic with you, people who are committed to misunderstanding you, Aquarius. You're at a higher frequency. You're feeling more positive. You're feeling a lot more balanced out, right? And so now is the time to be in receiving mode of some good feedback about you. So you know exactly who you can go to get some good, solid feedback from. Not the people who are just like, well, you seem nice sometimes, but like the compliments that kind of wash them, like a backhanded compliment. People who are just genuinely like, what, you're really a nice person. I learned a lot from you, Aquarius. You're very smart, that kind of thing. You want to be around those people. And guess what? If you don't have those people around, say it to yourselves. Stand right in that mirror and point to yourself and say, this is what I love about you. Say that to yourself. And be in receiving mode, because remember, your energy is balanced out, your duality is balanced out. So as you continue to ascend higher, there will be some people that will fall out of range, but there will also be some emotions that are going to fall out of range too. Somebody is starting to really fall back in love with their intuition again. Yeah, that may not be the best person to be a friend with. It's not that they're a bad person. We're just not on the same frequency. They're always complaining. They don't have anything to talk about. It's like, I just feel like when I talk to them, I just zone out over the phone, because they're not talking about anything. They're not trying to even go anywhere. They're always just complaining, just almost like filling the space. It's just nothing, right? It's time to take action. Somebody, like I said, it could be an Aries or Scorpio. Or it could be both an Aries and a Scorpio that's really going through a really rough time right now. But for you, taking action is like putting some fire up under you. Anything that you want, speak it into existence. Your intuition is on fire right now. It's telling you, go after that house. Go after that new job. Go ahead and get that apartment. Go ahead and apply for that car. Go ahead and do this, Aquarius. Go ahead and do that. And boom, things are just happening for you left and right. Why? Because you went right back to childlike faith. You're keeping your vibrations very, very high. That means I'm not saying anything negative about anybody. I don't wish any harm on anybody. No, nothing. I'm just moving on. I'm keeping it all 100% positive, right? And so this is where you're cherishing, even if right now you don't physically have any friends around you, because people have transitioned, and that could have happened. People have lost a lot of friends. You're speaking to them in the spirit realm. I just want to let you know, wow, and even saying to Source and God, hey, I'd like some good quality friends around me, and these are the types of people I want around me. Somebody is starting to speak some things into existence. Yes. So like I said, don't be surprised if you meet your person, whether it's a business partner and or a love interest. Do not be surprised. Here we have, you were made for acceptance. That's right. You were made for acceptance, Aquarius. I will spend 5 minutes thinking about the best qualities of someone I really dislike. Yeah, it's easy to bust for the people that you like, right? But what's the best qualities of a person that you dislike? This is what's going to really help you learn how to balance out your own energy, because you can say, for instance, this person is also always gossiping, but you know what? They are really smart. They're really, really smart. They're highly intelligent. Boy, if they would just use those smarts for X, Y, and Z, they'll be a lot further along in their lives. But it doesn't mean that you're going to let them contaminate you with all the gossiping, because that energy could be afraid to be successful. Whereas you're saying, no, I'm no longer afraid of being successful. So I got to, much as I, can see both sides of the coin for them, I got to leave that behind, because I don't even want to be contaminated with that energy. Yeah. Let's pull one more card so we can close this out. Yeah, so somebody is using some childlike faith to really listen to their intuition now. And so just ease into it. Just ease into it. You got a lot of information that's coming down to your spirit right now. So whoever you could be thinking about or have a dream or something about, like I said, watch a movie. Watch a movie. 5 + 4 is 9. You're going through your transformation right now. You're breaking out from your flesh, operating in fear, false evidence that appears real, doubt, addiction of some sort. You're breaking through all of those barriers to your higher selves. You're starting to see things from a higher perspective, in a different dimension, from a higher realm, Aquarius. And like I said, during that time of vulnerability, people who may have talked about you, laughed about you, laughed at you. Maybe I'm saying that somebody had vehicles repossessed in the past and people laughed about you. House may have gone into foreclosure in the past. People talked about you like a dog. They laughed at you, Aquarius. Somebody said you weren't smart enough. But guess what? All of that, all the things that you felt like you lost, are about to be restored. And all of those people that laughed at you and talked about you, and just try to make a mockery of your name, karma's here. So like I said, pull those people in close that have reciprocated, and they understand and they want to speak your love language fluently, Aquarius, and let those people know how much you love them, how why you're grateful for them, but also encourage them to do the same, and let them and be in receiving mode. And don't push that compliment back. If they say, Aquarius, you're one of the smartest people I know. I really love the fact that, when I just kind of sort of need time to kind of decompress and go off for a while, when I come back, you don't have like a barrage of questions. Where you been? You seem like you were upset with me and your mood. That's not even the heart and spirit of an Aquarius. You can go away for a year and come back in Aquarius, be like, hey. So encourage people to tell you what they love about you, Aquarius. I tell you all that all the time. So I hope you all receive it. But encourage your circle of people. And again, if you don't have a circle of people, look in that mirror and point to yourself and tell yourself what you love about yourself. And then start asking spirit, asking source, I want these types of people around me. People who are not going to think that I'm ghosting when I need the time to recharge, because I am a thinker. It's hard for me to turn my brain off. So if I zone out and don't call you in 15 days after talking to you like a motor mouth for 30 days, I don't want the first 15 minutes of our phone call to be about how come where have I been? When I'm working, right? When hey, this is just me. Nothing wrong is going on in my life. Nothing. I just need time to just download all this information that I've absorbed from the whole universe. That's what I have for you, Aquarius. And again, happy full moon in Libra. I'll see you in a couple of days. Bye.